Don't you dare copyright us for this. I'll fucking get so mad.
It has to be over like, I think 10 seconds or something.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, well then. I seek you out, flay you alive.
Good.
Yeah, super violent lyrics for that, but it's a good song.
It is.
It's
Every song.
What's it called? Blue.
I don't know the names.
Blue Foundation. Eyes on Fire.
I just know the vibes. Don't know the
Check
words.
'em out.
Don't know the songs.
Don't know the words. Don't know the songs.
We haven't even introduced what we're talking about this week, but let's not do that yet.
You guys know.
It's Hua Hua season.
It's Hua.
Happy October.
Happy October, guys. Guys, welcome back to How You Holding Up, where I, Jane,
and I, Dagny,
explore the wonderful world of media and how it's held up.
We have a sign.
We have a banner. Have you guys noticed our banner?
It's so cute.
But before we dive in...
Sorry, yeah. Sorry, there's a format.
Dagny.
Yeah.
How you holding up?
Not good. I
Not
noticed
good.
something on my drive over here, and it ruined my day.
Talk about it.
The god of Los Angeles is dead. The minion has been taken down. There's no giant minion on Universal anymore. As I was driving, I look forward to it. I'm like, oh, on my drive over, I'm going to get to see the giant minion. And the minion is gone.
That, by the way, if you don't know what the hell we're talking about,
Google
Despicable Me, Minions.
Well, I think they know what a minion is.
Get into it. Shout out to Jules because she loves Despicable Me.
Hey, the first one's great. I lost the plot after that. I don't even know if there was a plot after that. It was just...
I don't think it's ever been really a plot. It's just like something to... There you go. It's that.
Yeah. And they're cute.
It better be something even better in place of it.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to go up there, but I was distraught. On my way over here, I was like, oh, what am I going to talk about when I'm holding up? And then I noticed that, and I said, oh, my day has gone kaput. I might as well end it all. Kaput. I'm going to go jump off of that. No, sorry. I'm going to be the one replacing it. I will be up there.
In that top.
In this top. No, I need to get a yellow top. I can't die from the Minion Tower without yellow on. And maybe some goggles.
Sure.
But for real?
Yeah.
Bad. No. No.
But seriously,
dreadful. No, I'm good. What have I been doing? I don't know.
Shout out to your friend Rocky.
Oh yeah, my friend Rachel Pegram. Happy Saturday. SNL returns, and she was just announced finally. She's a writer on SNL. So
congratulations.
Congrats if you're watching this. Woo. It's been a long time coming. She's very talented.
Damn straight.
Personally, not a writer on SNL.
So I'm still having a bad day.
Still bad. No. Clickety clacking on my little computer, working away every day.
But also, I will say, no shade, no tea, but hilariously funny and would be a great addition to any sketch show. Because you're so funny. Yes.
No.
Don't do that. I don't like that. The me? Who me?
Who are you talking about?
Yeah, you. Miss Dry Humor over here.
Okay, well, sure, whatever. No. I actually don't think I thrive in like an improv scenario. Chill.
Just choked on drinking water again.
Hey, you did that last night too. We hung out last night. This isn't all just a show.
We're actually friends.
Real friends. It's crazy. Granted, we were hanging out in prep for today, but we also hang out outside of just doing this.
You didn't have to tell them that.
No. We were also jiving. We got sushi. I'm sorry. I feel like this whole week is just a blur. Oh, Taylor Swift's album came out. I'm not a Swiftie, and I'm really loving all the hate online. Keep it up.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't want to. You know.
If Brad starts trending again this season.
Oh, because of the Charlie diss track?
If it starts trending again from the pure hatred, that is so awesome. That'll be so awesome. If Brad's season comes back.
It also sounds like you're saying Brad.
If Brad comes back.
If Brad's back. I was confused at first because I thought you said if Brad comes back. Brat. Brat. A hard T. Yeah, that would be good. Taylor Swift's album, sorry girl, if you were listening. Oof. Didn't like it.
She doesn't care.
No, she doesn't care. She's got so much money.
Billions. She doesn't
got so
care.
much money. I will say my day is about to turn around from the Minion thing because after this, love doing the pod with Jane. We're here. We're going to talk about one of my favorite movies of all time. And then after this, I'm going to a Gilmore Girls experience at the Grove And if Lauren Graham is there, I'm gonna cry. I have a
Do you think she's gonna be there?
I have a little inkling that maybe she'll stop by because she just got her Hollywood star on the Walk of Fame yesterday. So she is out and about in town, walking them streets.
Oh, where is she originally? She doesn't live in LA, right?
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, that would be pretty cool.
Or like Gilmore. She
legacy.
Lives everywhere.
What a legacy.
Yeah.
And by the way, guys, we are gonna do an episode on Gilmore
Gilmore Quarks. In November. After this, which actually at the end of this episode, remind me, I want to ask our audience something. Keep it. Don't let me forget. Anyway, Jane, how are you holding up? I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, we're going to talk about Gilmore Girls next month.
Gilmore Girls.
Get ready. Get
Gilmore
excited.
Girls. And we have a special guest for that.
A special guest.
It's going to be the first boy guest we have.
Wow.
We have not had a boy guest. The first one's going to be.
That's because, honestly, I'm going to speak for you on how you're holding up. You've been on a man hatred train this last week. I don't know what started it. Anyway, how are you holding up? Tell me.
I'm holding up great. And I love women. And I love this podcast. And I'm holding up great. And I hate men.
I've gotten so many texts.
I don't hate men. I just prefer women.
Meanwhile, at the beginning of the episode, we did thank your sweet boyfriend.
Yeah.
But exceptions, to all rules.
When I say I hate men, it's not about my sweet little guy. He's good.
Your shirt is too big. I'm listening.
So you really don't care how I'm doing then?
I do. God.
Your shirt's not too big. It's just
the
big enough.
The sleeves are just
off. Shit. If you guys want to see the topless version of this episode, go on our Patreon.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's what you'll get.
No, I'm doing good. Yesterday, me and Dagny were watching Twilight.
Say it.
That's what the episode's about.
Twilight.
And
I love it so much.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about the first Twilight today, which is going to be a fun thing. But speaking of lock-in, yesterday, because we've seen it before, and I've seen it a couple times, but the last time I saw it was 6 years ago, so it's been a while.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's been a hot minute. And I also, when I said I watched it 6 years ago, I mean it came on the TV at like my mom's house, and I watched bits and pieces of it. So like a full watch through, I don't know how long it's been.
Damn.
Yeah.
I watched it.
I think I saw Breaking Dawn Part 1 more recently than I saw that.
It slaps.
It slaps, but it doesn't hit. Okay.
I'm going to ask it. Sorry.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to ask my audience question now so I don't forget. I am very much down to do an episode for all of the movies. So like today, solely on Twilight, because the first movie, there's a lot to talk about. I feel like I would love the rest of the month, because I love this franchise, to talk about all the other movies. But I want to hear from you, viewers out there. You tell me, viewers, listeners, any old person. I'm going to ask somebody on the street. Say,
anyone.
Hey, I have a podcast. Do you want me to talk more about Twilight?
Say it.
Tell us if you want us to continue this. I will happily rewatch all of these movies in one sitting if I need to. Lock in.
And I'll do that too.
No, it'll be so fun. If you're not interested, I do think the first one is the best one. Maybe that's a hot take. Again, tell me if I'm wrong.
I don't think it is, but I will say
it's
this.
It's kind of a standalone, I will say.
I will say this. Yesterday, the entire time, Dagny kept telling us to lock in, even though I was so locked in watching it.
No.
She was like, we got to lock in. And I was like, but I have to take notes.
No, Jane was trying to do a good job and take notes. And
you were like, no, just watch it.
You just have to be along for the ride. And I added a few more notes, but I did take a gummy. Drugs are bad. Kids, don't do drugs. But I did watch this on a light gummy, and I have not reread the notes that I wrote, so I'm excited to see what random shit I wrote down in my notes app.
I'm going to give you guys a really quick rundown of what Twilight is, in case you've never heard of it or never seen it.
If you haven't, just stop listening. We don't want you in this community.
No. No, listen.
You have poor taste.
It's fun.
Except actually, if you're watching us, you don't have poor taste because we're funny and hot. Shocker.
And we sit up straight.
We
don't slouch.
We don't slouch. Let me fix that even more. Okay.
I need my back brace. Maybe you guys will see me in my back brace one of these days.
Actually, my back is killing me.
Feels really good.
Okay. Talk about Twilight for those fucking losers out there who don't know what it is. Kill yourselves.
Oh my
passionate about Twilight.
Okay.
Sorry, go.
So, in case nobody knows, it's the 20th anniversary of the Twilight books. Stephenie Meyer, 20 years ago, wrote the first Twilight book. Stephenie Meyer? Stephenie Myers?
Sorry.
I know.
I got like a giggle fit.
Cute. Ah, cute. Giggle.
Oh.
So it feels like you're making fun of me. Anyways, so you're funny. You're funny. So Stephenie Meyer wrote these books, and it's essentially another vampire like sequel to read series, I would say. And these vampires, there's a lot about them. You should just read the books if you want to. But essentially, it was like soft YA smut for softcore smut, right?
Yeah.
Like just kissing and stuff like that for
Nothing
young
more.
adults, teens, and
Are Mormon vampires.
and what
Are Mormon vampires.
are they Mormon vampires?
Stephenie is Mormon. And that's why they're all pure and like Edward's never had sex before Bella. Edward being a virgin at like 150 years old, sorry. What?
So the characters are Edward Cullen and the Cullens family. Edward Cullen is the only one who's single in that family. It's a vampire family. Edward is forever 17. He was turned when he was 17, only because he was dying from the Spanish influenza. And his dad, or the guy who turned him, Carlisle, turned him when he was on the brink of death. And so he's been 17 for like 150 years.
How long have you been 17?
A while.
A while.
And Bella is essentially a character written by Stephenie Meyer, who has
Bella! Where the hell have you been, Loca?
Bella.
Where the hell have you been, Loca?
That's the second movie.
That's the second one. I disappointed Jane because she quoted that. I was like,
I was really
girl,
looking
you
forward
gotta
to
wait. It's in the second one. It's not this one.
But so Bella
Sorry.
is a native Arizonian who, by the way, is so pale for Arizona. But okay, Stephenie, I feel you. And she moves to Washington Forks, which is a small town in Washington, always raining and always not sunny because, surprise, surprise, these vampires don't burn in the sun. They glisten. They glitter.
They sparkle.
They sparkle. And it's like crazy. Anyways, so she meets Edward. Edward can read minds, but he can't read hers because she's different.
She's different. And honestly, he should have turned. Sorry, I'm getting really ahead of ourselves.
It's fine.
Like movies ahead of ourselves. He should have turned her into a vampire way sooner because they should have realized that she would be a super powerful vampire. She's a shield. Like she
but
is whatever. Sorry.
The whole argument, right, is that he has a really huge moral compass about being a monster.
This is the skin of a killer.
And he doesn't want to hurt her, and so he doesn't want to turn her, even when he can, because he views it as your life ending. Which is funny, because Carlisle gave him literally a second chance by turning him, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He views it as like
he doesn't want to be a vampire or whatever.
I'm a killer.
He doesn't like the lifestyle. He's
Dumb.
a vegetarian.
Yeah, so these vampires are vegetarian. They don't eat other humans. They eat animals.
Only animals.
But most vampires don't do that, and they feed on humans.
Think of ourselves as vegetarians.
How lucky is she that she ran into like the one family?
Yeah,
that's like, we don't eat you guys.
We don't fuck with that. Although they want to.
They want to real bad.
Edward, he's at every turn is like, I could kill you. I want to eat you.
Which is
and she's
shouldn't
like,
have been
I'm
attractive.
Not scared of you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, girl, you really should be. Like at any moment, if he could lose control.
The thing that makes this whole shebang work, that they fall in love so quickly, that they're so obsessed with each other, is essentially he's an old man from an old time. So he romanticizes their interactions. And she's 17. She doesn't know what love is. And so for her, this
Match
is it.
made in hell.
Kinda.
Because he's a vampire.
Yeah. I feel like we give that excuse like, well, they're immortal. It's past like being a senior. But it's like, is it? No, he's just it's a really old man in a 17-year-old body. Anyways.
But he's never fucked.
Yeah.
Let it be known.
It basically tells us like, hey, it's okay if you're hot. If you're hot and look young, it's fine. And he, it doesn't matter that he's a virgin because in any case, it's statutory. Like, it's so statutory.
Yeah, we don't have to think too hard about it because then it gets gross. But if you...
That's what I'm trying to say.
If you keep it on the surface, real fun.
You know why it's gross to me a little bit? I think I would be all on board if she was like 20 or even 30. I'd be like, let's go. But she's 17.
She is, but he also is 17.
His brain isn't 17.
For a while now. He's been 17.
And by the way, he's so hairy. His body's not 17
I have watched this movie, couldn't tell you how many times. Never noticed how hairy Edward Cullen is.
Very.
And I agree that he's too hairy to be a
giving
vampire.
wolf.
He's very much giving wolf. He shouldn't, and I don't think Taylor Lautner's that hairy.
Bella!
But like you get
It's the exact
full
opposite.
chest hair a lot. I'm like, damn, Edward, what? When?
Arms.
That was not in the last time I watched it.
So this is the question I wanted to ask you, because before we like dive into some of the scenes and all that stuff, this is the question I wanted to ask you about this movie. I know how I felt watching it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Since like I'm almost 30 now, and I'm, watching it now.
Old. Sorry, I'm older than you. Sorry, no. Keep going. Ask me your question.
I guess my question is, were you still getting the butterflies when you were watching it between the two?
Yesterday?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. That was my question, because I watched it now and I was like, oh my God, this is nothing for me. But I wonder if there's still people who are like, oh my God, this is like the best chemistry I've ever seen again. I get why
they need to broaden their horizons if they think that's the best chemistry. I still am like, I'm nostalgic about it, but by no means am I like, I'm getting hot and bothered watching this lesbian and guy who doesn't want to be here.
Basically a lesbian. Yeah. So the actors for the movie are Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart.
Both, right now, incredible actors, some of the best of our time, and they were dealt. Let me also say right now, I love this movie. They were dealt not a great movie, and signed contracts for years to play these characters.
I think I'll kind of disagree with you a little bit. I think that the first script isn't too bad. They had to use some of the lines from the book, which are not great, but they did the best they could with it. The one thing I really like that Kristen Stewart did with it, besides her being, she was coming into her own, and she was very awkward in these films.
If anything,
and that's not a thing anymore, but in those films it was like very, I think she was trying to figure out what kind of role she wanted to play, and I think as she was playing that role, she was like, oh, this is not for me, but I have to commit to it. And so you get this like weird push and pull that you literally see on camera in her like face and her body. But anyways, you're watching essentially a lesbian woman.
Hey, I'm lesbian.
I thought you were American.
And play a romantic with a very straight man. And she
also
doesn't know
British
yet.
with a rough American accent.
we only hunt animals.
Rough. And she doesn't know it yet. We somehow didn't know yet. Now I was watching it and I was like, you're supposed to be munching on a box, baby girl. You should not be in this room with this man.
Yeah, she's still...
she's so hot.
She's very hot, and she's very charming to watch in an interesting way. Like, I know people shit on Bella's mannerisms, and like, Bella is kind of insufferable in almost a similar sense as Rory Gilmore, which we'll talk about in November. But they have... I don't know how to really articulate it, but they kind of have a similar... I don't know where I'm going with this.
No, I know what you're saying. Like, I'm a book nerd and that's all I'm good for, and people want to be around me, but it's written that way clearly, because if I ever met somebody like that in real life who like couldn't be bothered to be around anyone, I wouldn't hang out with them or try so hard to be friends with them. Like, everybody wants to be friends with her, and I'm like, why?
Yeah, that's a good segue. Let's start with this movie of her moving to Forks. And every person at this school, what feels like every person at this school, it is just one friend group, but all immediately are obsessed with her.
Obsessed.
Also, the school paper writing a front page spread about every new student, crazy. That's not something that happens. Do I love it? Yes, I think it's very funny.
A feature.
A feature for every new student. And she's like, please no. And I get that. I'm like, also, oh, I just got here. Please don't talk all about me in the school paper. And they try to just like take this candid photo of her, and she looks like the Flash scares the shit out of her, which rightfully so. They're all up in her face. She gets hit on by 3 separate guys aggressively. One of them kisses her.
On the cheek.
On the cheek, just like...
Don't touch her.
First day of school. She doesn't know these people.
She doesn't fucking know you.
Anna Kendrick's there. And it's really strange. And then the Cullens walk in. And we love the Cullens. We love Emmett with his eggs. We love Jasper with his, like, painful face.
There's so many, like, the Cullens in themselves, but in general, all the characters in this movie, the background acting, or just, like, the quick shots to them. I don't know who was the background director or who was, like, the...
There's a little fruit fly, sorry.
No. Or who's the little, like... Who's the director for miming or whatever in the background? It makes the movie so camp, and it's so fucking funny.
All
like
the direction for the extras in the whole movie, fascinating.
The bag of boiled eggs, Edward. We'll talk about what people do in this movie that kills me. The 2 fingers. I think that's what makes it great. Is it's funny, and when it doesn't mean to be funny, when it wants to be, and also like surprisingly well done in certain parts where you're like, what? So some of the things that are really well done is. We laugh at it now, but it was pretty smart to do when it came out in 2008. So it was filmed in 2007, 2006 or whatever.
Yeah, sure. I think
the way the director Catherine Hardwicke. By the way, girl,
Queen.
You ate. Okay. Number two, the way she shot the vampires running in this movie, people laugh about it, but it's actually very interesting and a really cool way to shoot speed and like the how quick they are, because
and it's goofy, but it's not too goofy.
Not too goofy. There's something interesting about it, especially when you think about a vampire moving very quickly. You think about like blurred speed, which we kind of get in this movie sometimes, like when Edward goes around the door to open it for her, he like speeds around. But what she did was she had like a treadmill, almost, of like a moving treadmill or like a moving walkway platform, maybe being pulled by a car or whatever, that on top of it the actors would run on. And what that causes is they're not running as quickly. They're not exerting that much pressure to run. They could be walking, but the background behind them is moving really, really quickly, and it gives this like impression of
it's like practical.
Yeah, it's practical, and it feels like they're gliding, and that's the effect, right? You get to see them in how quick they are. And I think that's really cool, and I think that was a really awesome filmmaking choice. There's also the opening of the movie. A deer getting hunted down is also very practical, done really well. Like the shots, there's a lot of floating angles or like tilting angles in this film that cause like a disturbance or an unease. It's just, there's a lot of things there were a lot of technical things that went into this movie that I really, really enjoyed. And if you watch it over for something that was low budget, it wasn't like compared to the rest of the films, it really
pennies.
What? Pennies, and yet like so cool what they did with that. Like even the car scene, the first time Bella knows that something's wrong is when Edward saves her from an oncoming car. Like it ends up skidding.
The first time? Whenever he acted like she smelled horrific, that didn't clue her in. Well, no, I get it.
You know what I mean?
You
would not know.
He does run at the speed of light and uses superhuman strength to stop a truck with his hand.
And that's done so well too. Like the way
it's a really cool
the impact
moment
of his hand smashing the metal, like it looks very real. And I actually have a fun fact about that I'll tell you about after. But they really put a lot of effort into it, and it shows. And that alone, I'm like, okay. Even if I'm not a fan of like vampire lore or Stephenie Meyer's or whatever, let's say I am, but let's say I wasn't, if you're just like, should I check this movie out? Absolutely check it out.
If you've never seen it,
please watch it.
turn it on.
It's actually pretty good. Okay.
It's great. You know what I've never given much thought to? How I would die. But to die in the place of someone I love might be worth it.
Yeah, that line sucked. That's like the first line of the movie, and I'm like,
I don't think I did that exactly. I don't know if it's
they're
worth
pretty
it.
close. I literally,
it's the sentiments there.
my first note was, that's dumb. The line of the book is dumb. And I believe it's a book. I
you
believe
can
that's
tell
like,
when it's a line in the book, like
You really
while you're
can.
watching it. Usually it's like Bella's voiceovers, but also they do feel out of place because I'm like, people don't talk like this. Like, people talk like this, sure, in a book, especially in a YA book. But when you have a real human saying these things, it's wacky.
and
as
that's why it
hell.
comes out weird sometimes,
yeah.
because she's fighting being natural versus playing the book. So this is the other thing I kind of want to talk about before we talk about funny, which is Bella.
Bella! Where the hell have you been, Loca?
Bella. Bella's. I was about to kiss you. Shit. Bella's first. My first impression when I think about Bella's character now is that she's all about. Everything about her life centers around a man. Like everything. Like everything. Yeah. And what I liked about Kristen Stewart's performance in the movie is that she really tries to make her something but just that. It's kind of hard because it's all that's expected of her in these movies, and I'm sure she's had to fight that, but I really like that in the movie she supports her friends. She advises, like, one of the girls is like, I don't know if he's ever going to ask me, and she's like, you ask him.
Yeah.
Why not? You want to go.
She is
Ask
a
him
girl's
to prom.
girl.
You should ask him. Take control. You're a strong, independent woman.
Yeah, in the least toxic sense. And I really appreciate that in the film because it gives us something, especially when I'm watching it as I'm older. I'm like, why do I care about her at all?
As an older?
As an older? As an elder? As an old vampire?
As an older watching this movie?
As an elder. But it does, because when she has a relationship with her dad, and it's not just about us waiting for the next time she talks to Edward, then I feel something for her. I feel like she's redeemable, and I understand why she needs to be saved.
Yeah.
When in the book, she's not really like that, and so I don't know. Yeah, but anyways, I really appreciated that acting choice. I thought
Me
it was.
too.
I thought it made it. Just made it more believable too.
Kristen Stewart, she's doing the best she can with what she has.
My boyfriend's blowing stuff up in the other room.
I don't know. I bet they can't hear it. If
He's
you
blowing
can,
stuff
if
up.
you hear that rumbling, Ben's playing something. Machine guns. Okay.
Okay, what do we want to start with? Do you want to start with wigs? Do we want to start with the
wigs? Do you wear wigs?
Do you wear? Have you
Will-
ever worn wigs?
Will you wear wigs?
Do you wear wigs?
No, I do not.
Have you worn wigs?
No, I have not.
Will you wear wigs?
Maybe.
When will you wear wigs?
When will you wear
When
wigs?
will you wear wigs?
Good shit. That's something we should. Lord of the Rings is held up. What are we talking about? We don't need to do that on this.
I'll do Lord of the Rings.
Okay. I realize now my note of why didn't they live has something to do with the custody, because we did have a conversation about, like, why do these parents live so far apart? Like, I'm curious. My parents are still together, so I'm not a child of divorce, but I feel like there is something to where they're supposed to live close.
I can
don't
speak
know.
on it. So basically, my parents are divorced, and they live in 2 different states, but the states are like right next to each other. My dad lives in Jersey. My mom lives in New York. I think the older your child gets, the less it's strict. I mean, depending on what kind of agreement you settle on. I have a feeling Charlie Swan and her mom, Bella's mom, had a very loose agreement because her mom's in Phoenix, Arizona. Her dad's in Washington. That being said, I don't think it's too strict. She's about to graduate. She's a junior, right?
Yeah.
So she's not about to graduate, but they had a junior prom.
You know what I'm realizing right now? I think there's kind of context clues as to why Charlie was probably I'm in the custody battle that I'm sure happened. That I think there's reasoning because we see in the most heartbreaking part of the movie when Bella has to trick her dad into like her leaving and break his heart basically of like I just can't do it here, and she repeats whatever her mom said when her mom leaves, where she's like, if I don't get out now I never will. So I, again, going back to Charlie is the Luke Danes of Twilight, of Forks, Washington, in my mind I think he probably is not over Bella's mom.
No.
And will do anything for her, and will do anything for his daughter, and I'm sure he just kind of is a go with the flow guy.
When
and
you-
he's lived there forever, so he wasn't gonna leave, and the mom left, and he's like, well, you can take Bella, I guess. I don't know. This is not part of the movie, but
he says I don't want to, like, you just got here. I don't want to lose you again.
I just got you back.
Just so sweet.
Which is
the most
so
organic
sweet.
relationship in all of these movies is Bella and Charlie.
We get so little of it. I wish we got more.
I know, and he's so, I don't know. I feel like we should watch the other movies because even when he's like kind of cluing in and realizing what's going on, he's still chill about it. He's still supportive. And he's like, yeah,
he's just happy
my
she's there.
grandchild's growing up really fast, but you know, I'm still here. I'm still love my daughter even though she's not aging anymore.
She's
Anyway,
not aging anymore. She's not.
We're talking for a long time. I think we need to rapid fire through like the funny things in the movie.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I'm okay with it also being a little long. I feel like people
That's
like
true.
Twilight
I
episode.
could talk about this for a really long time.
Also, really sweet. So, a lot of you guys are like, I wish it was longer. I wish it was longer, which is so
Oh,
cute.
really?
Yes.
All
They're
right,
like,
lock in, everyone. We're gonna be here for 3 hours.
we won't, but because I
Beat for
also
beat.
cannot edit a 2-hour episode, I'll
no.
cry. But I will say
Can
that
you fix your sock? What's going on?
it's all squishy.
It's got leaves on it.
Oh yeah, I was helping Ben with his plants and
Okay, first like visually very silly thing I think that happens. Charlie
Wigs.
buys the wigs. Yeah. Not great wigs. I think that's just look up if you've ever seen this movie. Just look up some of the characters. Watch the movie.
she's got a wig. Yeah, they all have wigs on, and they're all atrocious.
Yeah.
No, they're all bad. They're all bad. Don't
I've
listen
seen
to her.
worse. I will say. I have
They're
seen.
so bad.
I've watched a lot of drag queen performances. I have seen bad
That's
wigs. I know it's
different.
different. I know it's different. But I have also seen movies with bad wigs, and Twilights are bad. I've seen worse.
You heard it here
Except
first,
for Alice and
folks.
Jasper's wigs are whack.
They're so bad. Okay.
Anywho, the first like very like laugh out loud goofy ha 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 is Charlie buys Bella a truck on, again, dad of the year, the Luke Danes of Twilight, buys her a truck, and Jacob and his dad come and bring the truck over to the house. It's the first time we see Jacob. Jacob does not know he's a werewolf yet. That's
He
not important
doesn't.
right now, but he doesn't. So he's just like, Bella. And they give her this car. And as Bella and Jacob are like catching up, Charlie and Jacob's dad, I can't think of his name right now. He's in a wheelchair, and in the background, they like are tussling, like pretending to fight. The two grown men in their 50s, just like,
You could tell it's so forced. They were like,
Yeah.
you have to do this. And they're like, okay, it's not
Yeah.
going to look real. And it
No.
doesn't. I just wrote, Bella's dad is a pig because he's a cop. He's a cop. Cops are all pigs. He's also really hot. And as I watch it now, I'm like, what? That man is gorgeous. Oh, yeah. Every man in this movie underestimates that Bella has a brain. They're like, you noticed that? I didn't think you'd catch that. Yeah, she noticed you stopping a car with your fucking arm. She's not stupid. Like, there's so many moments like that where it's like, she's a functioning person. I hate that.
No, during the end credits, I literally, each person was like, hot. Except for Emmett, I was like, he's not for me.
I like it too.
You think Emmett's hot?
But he that's because he looks like a grown man. Like
Yeah.
Edward and Jacob in the first movie are no longer hot to me. I'm like,
Yeah.
Emmett looks like a big rugby player. He looks legal. He looks legal to like.
Legal. I would say Jacob does look like a child.
Jasper, he looks hot.
Jasper, I always thought was kind of hot. Our Confederate soldier.
Yeah, that's
It's
crazy, by the way. I forgot about
when we
that.
watch all the other movies, we'll get to that. One of the only really clear backstories we get is Jasper's time as a Confederate soldier, and they included it in the movies, which is
interesting. But that's so that whole thing is the reason why I would love if Stephenie Meyer had dug into the backstories and made books for like each pair. I feel like people would really enjoy that. Like, for example, people who like Bridgerton, they really like that all these characters are in these stories, but each story is about a specific like couple.
Yeah.
And so we get more specific about them versus Twilight. I feel like that was a stupid sentence, but you get what I'm saying.
No.
Versus Twilight series, we're kind of only focused on Edward and Bella, and it is fun to learn more about Jasper and Alice, or Emmett and what's her name? Blonde hair.
Rosalie. Sorry, it took me a second.
Whoa,
I wanted to say Renesmee. I was like, no, that's the new
daughter.
baby.
That's the daughter.
That's the daughter. We love Renesmee.
Who was supposed to be an
Ravioli.
animatronic in the last movie.
No.
And you can feel it. Because one of the scenes, the
She's
baby.
crazy. I love her.
But yeah, I really wish that the series kind of adopted that
Can
in a
I
way.
say my pitch of what?
Go for it.
So I've talked about, last night I was talking about, we're getting a Harry Potter series. Feel however you feel about that. I think we don't need it, personally. Those movies also have held up, no qualms. But I would fuck with, I feel like there was like an animated Twilight thing that was bouncing around like as something. I don't know if that's coming to fruition.
I would fuck with that too.
I would fuck with that, but I would love a new cast, like just full reimagining in a sense of Twilight, but we get like everybody's story. Like we still follow the plot of Edward and Bella and whatever, but I feel like there's way more to do with this than to redo Harry Potter.
Well, that's why I like Interview with a Vampire, right?
Oh,
so
God.
So the movie is really good, right?
No,
the film
show
is great.
I think, the best show ever made.
But the show is really great because what it does is it goes into all the nitty gritty details of the characters
and it
how they
changes it
came
up
to
a
be.
little.
And it changes it up, exactly.
The formula of the book is not exactly translated to the show. It's in I don't know, they're a little loosey-goosey with it, but what they do is amazing.
I also think
and
that
works.
people constantly underestimate how well romance does. Because everything's catered to men.
Yeah.
Like
that new Wuthering Heights movie that's coming out.
People are gonna eat it up.
Yeah,
like,
I'm gonna go see it. Is it gonna be accurate?
No.
But it's gonna be sexy and fun.
Would I have loved for it to be sexy and also accurate? Yes. It had every right to be that, and I'm kind of pissed that it's not.
Yeah.
But not kind of. I am. But people underestimate the fact that like Twilight as a show would do great. People would love to watch it.
Yeah.
We could have new characters. It would be interesting to see a new cast. I feel like this cast really solidified a certain type of approach to the characters. Something you guys might not know, but Emily Browning was considered for the Bella role. And she is like, if you look her up, she's a complete opposite of like how Kristen Stewart plays a character. Like she would play it ethereally and more dreamlike, and I wouldn't mind that. So it'd be cool to see somebody like that play the role. I think that's what Stephenie Meyer had in mind anyways.
Give me Anya Taylor-Joy as Rosalie.
Yeah.
Email us your like dream casting of a Twilight miniseries.
Summit Entertainment. Call us. We have ideas.
I'll have a cast ready by tonight. Give me till end of day.
But let's talk about the weird mannerisms of Edward Cullen. Robert Pattinson does in this movie. Let's talk about it.
Our man.
2 fingers.
He sits down.
2-finger daddy.
Lowers into his seat slowly. And blink and you'll miss it. It's really quick.
It's so funny. And the hard-boiled eggs are there too.
The hard-boiled eggs are on the table. The Cullens
I'll be
entrance,
pulling all this up.
Yeah. The Cullens entrance into the school in general, iconic and also so strange.
Something else to know. Robert Pattinson's music and his family, apparently, is all over this film. So Robert Pattinson has 2 songs in this movie that I didn't even realize.
I can't believe you didn't know he sang that song.
He sings another one in the movie.
Whatever, I don't know the words. Yeah, at the end.
That. And then also his sister sings in the song when he first enters the cafeteria and Bella spots him. That's his sister singing.
That's fun.
So really interesting. I don't know. It felt like a very big collaboration, the first movie.
Kind of like a passion project almost.
Yes.
And it's already become such a cult classic, which I think is really fun and why I feel like it makes sense for this podcast to talk about it. The last 2 times I've watched it was in a very public setting. I went to a rooftop screening of it, and then before that I went to Cinespia and watched it. And both times, this movie is so fun to watch with a crowd because like there's already like the moments we're hitting on, people cheer, people like quote the movie along with it, and it's like Rocky Horror. Like you're going there for the experience,
100%.
not to like sit and actually really like consume and watch this movie. It's to like play along and just have fun.
Yeah,
because it's just a quirky movie. It's not bad in my opinion.
it's a really fun escape, especially right
it's
now
just
when
silly and
things are
fun
bad.
and
Yeah.
like vampires that sparkle. Yeah, why not?
Another interesting part about this movie is Stephenie Meyer like required that the vampires in the movie didn't have crazy fangs, that their fangs were no longer than a regular human beings.
I don't think in the books they have fangs, do they?
Yeah, they don't. And that's really, I like that though. There's something
Yeah, they're
interest-
just like us.
They are. Yeah, there's a lot of things like the way he sits down. There's a lot of background actors who are playing hacky sack, which you made a really good point of.
There is a hacky sack. There is a ball bouncing around, but
But they're not kicking it.
these background actors didn't really think, or I will say it probably weren't directed. They were probably told, hey, act like you're playing hacky sack. But all of them are playing it individually as if they all have their own hacky sacks.
And there's
when they're
nothing
all
on their
standing in a
feet.
circle, and it should be they're playing one game of hacky sack, where when you're doing that, you're not constantly moving. But they are just like, they're just like going. And a ball comes into frame at one point, so they are hitting it around. But when they're not, they're just still kicking their little feet, like playing hacky sack. And I think it gives it so much charm. But I'm also like, why did nobody catch that? Like, why didn't a director say, hey,
I'm so happy no one
play
did.
this for real? Why are you guys acting
That's
so
the
crazy?
thing. It feels like they were so focused on the relationship between Bella and Edward, and they did really well during those scenes, like the bedroom scene, which apparently they did a chemistry test on the director's bed the first time.
Interesting.
And Robert Pattinson got so into it he fell off the bed.
That's great.
And Kristen Stewart was like, "Yeah, him."
This one.
But they were so you could tell a lot of the dialogue scenes that weren't about them, they didn't really care. They didn't think people would care. And honestly, at the beginning, no one noticed. This is like after years of rewatching it, people were like, what? But also the ketchup scene. There's a diner scene.
It's so great.
Kristen Stewart so effortlessly gets ketchup out of the bottle. It's so funny.
Another one when she goes to... These are all moments that I feel like are really well known at this point, but they're
Who
always
cares?
worth talking
Yeah.
about. She like is standing at the sink at one point and fills up a glass of water and takes a drink and then goes... just pours it out.
She pours out the rest.
Also, there's like 2 packs of plastic water bottles on the like the oh my god countertop next to her, and
Yeah.
it's just like strange things that are.
She wanted that Forks
She wanted
Washington
the
water.
directly from the tap, and then she tastes it and she's like, actually no, and just pours it out.
Yeah, it's she plays a lot of angst in this that I think she probably regrets now, but it's so funny and so campy to watch
It's very
now.
17-year-old though.
It's very
like all of her. I can't do a
You
good impression.
you can do that.
There you go. There you go. You got it.
As they start to like each other, like as their romance progresses, it becomes way less realistic, and as the movie moves forward, it becomes way less centered in reality, and it becomes very campy. One of the campiest, best scenes in the movie is
In the forest.
it's the baseball game.
Oh, the best part of the movie.
It's the baseball game. The baseball game. They have massive black goal.
Wait,
Yeah,
I
they
was
have-
about to do what a dun dun dun. Oh, the Deal or No Deal theme song.
Dealer.
Dun, 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 dun.
That does not play. Supermassive Black Hole though plays by Muse, and is it by Muse?
I think.
And they play a game of baseball. None of them have gloves because they're vampires, and they throw shit so hard. There's no reason for a glove.
I think it's so fun.
How do
It's
they
like
not-
they have to play during a thunderstorm. What a fun thing to think of.
Yeah, because they
hit the ball so hard it sounds like a clap of thunder. And I'm like, that's so Stephenie Meyer, to your credit. That's
Yeah, it is
pretty,
fun.
That's fun. That's smart. I wouldn't have thought of that. It's a really cute idea and like builds to the world of these vampires, because vampires, everything you watch with a vampire, they all have their own little set of rules, and these are arguably very silly. Just like enjoy, they sparkle, whatever. Vegetarians, like they're a little goofy and campy, but I think this is very smart actually. Like I think the baseball game is a really interesting and fun addition.
Do you know why it's smart too? Because it gives you like some kind of like idea of how strong they are.
Yeah, and they're like day-to-day life.
Yeah, you can watch him rip a root out of the tree. You can talk about how his skin is hard as stone. Something in the book she talks about is he's like stone. He's so like they're
He's
all
cold.
rock hard because they're not.
They're all rock hard.
They're all fucking bricked. And you get an idea too in that fight scene at the end where he's saving Bella from like this hunting vampire.
Every time. No. He at the end
Bella.
when they're fighting.
And the floorboards go up as they like
As they
hit
skid
each other.
across, yeah.
Yeah, that gives you an idea of like how
that whole scene is done
solid
really
they are.
well.
Yeah, that scene
The
is
ballet
great.
scene, and
Her
Jane, as it started, I was like, Bella kind of gets beat the fuck up in this scene.
She does, and
She like her head bleeding
Do you
he
know what?
breaks her leg. It's sad, and I don't know.
Can I say this?
It's like it still kind of like makes me squirm. Like damn, ugh.
She plays it so real. Like she doesn't play it like a damsel in distress. She plays it like someone who's in fucking pain.
Yeah.
And the reason why it's so funny is because the guy who's like the vampire that's hurting her, James is playing it like a villain. He's like, and she's like, ah! Like, she's like actually like writhing in pain. And so that juxtaposition is so fucking funny to watch.
great.
You're like, you're showing us that you're going to be one of our best actors. And you're going way too hard.
Yeah.
You don't have to. But yeah, her getting the blood venom sucked out of her, that looked weird. I didn't like that.
She goes to go cross-eyed, and you're like, we didn't need that. Now it's goofy. Up until now, very serious film.
And this is why they made
And Robert Pattinson too is like,
yeah, that's why
I love it. It's so good.
but that's why they made such a good
They're both
couple.
like melodramatic, and
They both went fucking into it. Like
Yeah.
he trained for it and everything. Like they both went pure method on it. And everyone else was like, we're playing vampires. And they
Yeah.
were like, I'm a fucking blood-sucking creature. They were like, this is a Robert Eggers film. We're playing.
honestly,
This is Nosferatu.
give us Robert Eggers' Twilight.
Oh, Rob, I know you're making Werewolf, and I'm very excited for it.
Shift
But-
that into Jacob.
I need to see you do Twilight, and I need to see you do the fuck out of Twilight.
Yeah, make it dark, make it gory.
I know nothing about that interests you whatsoever.
It
but
should.
make it. It should.
If
Make
you're
it.
a real filmmaker, you would have a lot of interest in
Recast
Twilight.
Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart just for the fact that they'll play it the way you want it to
Yeah.
be played. They
Or-
would never agree
no,
to
no,
ever
no.
do anything.
Make them Carlisle and Esme.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let them be in it.
I don't think they're ever going to be in anything together again because
they won't come back to this franchise.
I don't know if you guys know, but I think it was during the third movie.
They were dating, and then
They-
she cheated on him.
She cheated on him, and you can tell, like, in the
But
third.
shockingly, not with a woman.
Yeah, with, like, a gross director. Listen, we all make mistakes. It
We do.
happens.
We still love you,
But you
Kristen.
can kind of feel the animosity in, like, the fourth and third movie, especially in the behind the scenes. They just aren't. They just don't joke the same. It's rough. It's rough. And that's why the first one is so good, too, because they're just, like, young and in love, and
Yeah.
they like each other. and it's very funny in the first episode. Oh my god, in one of the first interviews, when they asked, or not even in a pretty recent interview, they were like, what made you? She was like, why'd you date him? And she was like, he was impossible to avoid. I couldn't not be with him. He was so enthralling and so interesting and so charming. Like, I immediately liked him. And I was like, well, that's a good chemistry cast. Like, there's a reason why all the Spider-Mans end up dating their Mary Janes, because they cast the chemistry as best as they can for each film, and then
it works.
The chemistry continues. Sometimes, unfortunately.
But not for Tom Holland and Zendaya. Congrats on your
Congrats,
engagement.
guys. Congrats.
They're cute.
They are cute.
Anyway, I think we got to wrap this up at some point. Let me see if I have any other thoughts.
I have some lore after you're done about your
thoughts.
thoughts.
Do see Kristen Stewart's butt crack. I did write that down. And then I also wrote gaslighter with a lot of R's. And that is in regards to the hospital scene when she was like, how'd you get over there so fast? And he's like, I was standing right next to you. What are you talking about?
I was standing right next to you, Bella.
No. You were next to your car. Across the lot.
No, I wasn't.
So that whole moment, I'm just like, Bella, she does stand her ground. Again, talking about how, like, did you talk about this while I was trying to figure out if somebody died? People underestimating, like, a 17-year-old girl and that she's actually smart. But she stands her ground when Edward is like, you're crazy, you hit your head, like, that didn't happen, that's not how it happened.
Oh yeah,
she's like, no, it is. You were on one side of the parking lot, and then 2 seconds later you were next to me. That's not normal. And she doesn't back down, and that's how she eventually figures out.
Shit out of her. I mean, he
It's
gaslights
crazy.
the shit out of her.
And then my last note is just Emerald, because when they're making the Italian food,
Oh my god.
the Food Network is on, and they're following Emerald's pasta making.
Oh yeah, and Rosalie breaks the glass bowl.
Yeah,
So funny.
just because she's like, I already ate, and I'm like, and she breaks the bowl because of that.
But she didn't even say she already ate. Edward's like, you
Edward
don't have to
does
cook.
it.
She already ate. Even though Bella goes like, I'll eat. Yeah, of course. Like, I'm just like, Rosalie, stop being such a fucking hater.
She's a real bitch. But
Just because, why can't your brother have somebody too?
I have sympathy for oh my god, Rosalie later on, because she does not like being a vampire. She never wanted to be, and she does not like her life.
Yeah.
And like, she wishes that she had just died, basically. And
But
so
Emmett,
she does not understand. But yeah, I mean, her and Emmett are cute. Her monkey man.
My monkey man.
But she doesn't understand why Bella would choose this life, and she's like, don't do it. That's
I
stupid.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. That Bella becomes a character that is solely obsessed with Edward, and it's
And she,
kind of
like,
sad
has to become a vampire.
just to be with him forever. It's like your life revolves around him, and then it's not cute and it's not fun anymore. All right, let me close you guys out with some very fun facts. Some of them I already mentioned, but we'll start with Stewart's hair. We talked about wigs. This is from Business Insider, by the way, if you guys want to read some fun facts.
I love this movie.
Stewart's hair was dyed and a hairpiece was added underneath her natural locks to make it look thicker. When Pattinson, I talked about this, but when Robert Pattinson first enters the cafeteria, aka Edward Cullen, his real-life sister Lizzie Pattinson sings vocals on the song that plays. This is the thing that I really enjoyed. So they really took their time to film the car scene where the car swerves and almost hits Bella. And the film scene where Edward's hand collides with the car in the school parking lot, they used soft metal panels with plastine backings that molded to the shape of Pattinson's hand. Isn't that
so
great?
smart. It's really convincing when
It's
you watch
very convincing. It looks great.
It's awesome.
To prepare for his role, Pattinson worked out 5 hours a day, and we didn't get to see any shirtless scenes. Just kidding. He's 17. We don't need to see that.
We get him when he's sparkly, but
Yeah.
you only see like
A little bit.
6 inches of his chest.
It's
And
very
honestly,
Mormon. First
I
book's
don't think
real
he
Mormon.
sparkles enough.
Well, there's a fact about that too. So to prepare,
sorry, this is my side note.
yeah.
I feel like they could go in public. I feel like they could be like, oh yeah, I just glitter on my face.
No,
I
they
want them
can't.
to be. I want them to be like, No, maybe not. When I first watched this, I was like, oh, I kind of pictured them like, if you saw this in public, you were like blinded by like
but then you can't. Yeah,
sparkly.
but if you're blinded, then you can't see how pretty they are. The whole thing is to entice you.
Yeah.
Pattinson worked out 5 hours a day and learned how to play baseball, how to fight, and how to execute stunts. You didn't know how to play baseball, and then
They don't have baseball in the UK.
They don't. They
have
don't.
rugby. What?
They have rugby, and they have
lacrosse, and which we also have. Whatever. That's funny though that you didn't know. Oh, talk about this next one.
Yes,
the apple.
So the first book has a hand holding an apple. It's very iconic. Yeah, it looks like that. And it's very iconic. And to pay homage, they film the scene where he catches the apple in his hands in the movie. That scene took 13 tries. It was really hard. It looks like a reverse shot, but basically the apple falls, it hits off of his leg, and it comes back up almost like a hacky sack, someone said. And it goes back into his hands, and that's like a little Easter egg for us of the book cover of the first book. Two of Pattinson's own songs are part of the movie. Never Think, played while Bella and Edward are at a restaurant. And
she eats her mushroom ravioli.
When she doesn't even touch her mushroom ravioli. She doesn't eat at all. And the other, Let Me Sign, which was played while she was losing blood. Yeah, that one. The process to get Rob's skin to appear as if it were sparkling wasn't glamorous. They had to test so many different methods. None of them worked. And they had to use CGI at the end of it. They just had to literally
Maybe that's
CGI.
what bothers me. Maybe I wanted it to be more practical looking.
They tried, and they couldn't do it. Every test
tough.
just didn't work.
See, I just think you should sparkle more than this.
Say it.
Say it.
Say it. I know.
The
Say it
Cullen
out
House
loud.
was a brand new vampire.
That's also a great part of the movie when she's...
Oh, the most iconic part of the movie.
Yeah, she discovers that he's a vampire, and I love the music that plays during that scene. We cannot play any of the music in this movie, even though the soundtrack in this movie is fantastic.
Slaps.
It slaps. But we have so many good artists in this movie. Paramore. We have apparently so many Robert Pattinson songs. We have Radiohead, Muse. Great soundtrack. And one of the most iconic moments is she finds out what he is, and she sees him at school, and she walks past him into the forest, and he knows something's up, and then
he just follows her.
He follows her there, and he stands behind her, and she goes, "I know what you are," and he goes, say it out loud. And a lot of people have made fun of it, but I think it's kind of a pretty sick scene.
Mm-hmm.
It's the least spoon-fed scene, I would say.
Yeah.
Also, really love the scene where he comes in to kiss her in her bedroom because he's like, I just want to try something. And he goes, don't move. And then he gets really close to her face and again goes, don't move.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, if I was a teenage girl.
It was hot.
It's hot.
Yeah.
If I was a teenage girl, I'd be like.
Now you've consumed your brain. You've brain rotted yourself with smut to where it's like this.
Have I brain rotted myself, or have I discovered a brand new world?
It's true. I'm reading some of these fun facts that I didn't know all
I
of
want to
these.
read them.
Edward.
Yeah, or you read them.
Robert Pattinson. He was given a few options of what to say when Kristen Stewart's on his back before he runs up the trees, and he chose "Hold on tight, Spider Monkey."
You better hold on tight, Spider Monkey.
That was his decision.
Bet you regret that now, buddy.
He shouldn't regret it. It's perfect. We didn't really talk much about Victoria, Laurent, and James, the three villains of this movie. All of them very good.
I hate that she was recast, Victoria.
Yeah, Bryce Dallas Howard, love you, talented, whatever. She's great.
But she doesn't hit that role. That role requires a rusty, deep voice. Bryce Dallas Howard becomes almost like I'm out to get you.
Yeah.
Versus
the Victoria in the first one is really perfect.
And at the end of the first one, when Victoria is plotting her revenge at the end of the movie, she serves cunt.
She's really.
I'm gonna pull it up, but she's just in her little fur coat, just I'm gonna get you, bitch.
Yeah. This makes me nervous. Part of the fight between Edward and James at the end was freestyle without choreography. That's potentially dangerous.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I don't know if they used it because everything looked very like stunted. Hardwick is a really cool director. She wrote and directed 13, and she wrote it with Nikki Reed. Nikki Reed plays Rosalie in the movie. But Nikki Reed wrote 13 when she was 13, which is fucking awesome and pretty
Slay.
sick. And you guys should watch that movie. It is hard to watch. It's kind of like Kids, if you've ever seen Kids. And Harmony Korine wrote Kids in the way that it's like, it's the awful truth about how quickly you have to grow up. And so I actually really love that Hardwick did the first movie. She brought like a foreboding, real sense to it that we lose a little bit in the rest of the movies. A lot of the first movie is campy and also based in reality. Campy and also based in reality. Like Charlie, when he's cleaning his gun and she says, I want you to meet Edward. And he goes, cocks his gun and goes, bring him in.
All right. Bring him in.
Yeah, it's really, it's real. It's her dad who lives in a rural town, and like, I don't know. There's,
He's great.
yeah.
We love Charlie.
So I would watch it. There's so many funny moments.
Yeah.
Bella.
Absolutely watch it.
Bella!
And then if you want to see what I've been referencing the whole time, watch New Moon.
We'll definitely do 2, and we'll definitely do 3, and we'll definitely do 4. I think we have to. I think people need to see it.
Yes.
There's also so many
I'm
cool
so
fun facts about
excited.
2. There's so many cool fun facts about 3.
Yeah, the whole franchise is incredible.
But
Spoiler.
you imprinted on my daughter?
We'll get there. We'll get there. And if you haven't watched them, watch them along with us. Rewatch them this month. It's the perfect time. It's the perfect.
It really is.
Season. So check them out if you've never seen it. A whole new world. A whole new world is ready for you with the Twilight franchise. And I feel like this has already been said. I have no notes for this movie,
I think
even
it's
though
held
I
up.
gave it over an hour of notes.
think
It's
it's
held
held
up. It's perfect. It's,
Yeah,
it's its own thing. I don't think we'll ever have anything quite like it. And I think
Just clack our nails together.
it's an
Do
incredible.
we have the same kind of nail polish?
No, kind of close.
Okay. Sorry.
No, I think it's perfect. It is what it is, and for what it is, I love.
Yeah, there's something special about it. Like, it's not it's shitty, and it's not in the best way possible. And that's why it survived the test of time, because it's goofy as fuck in some points where you're like, how did no one notice that? And then it's like, wow, they really planned these shots out. That looks good. Or that sounds good, you know?
Yeah.
Go watch it if you've never seen it. And if you have seen it, go watch it. It's spooky season.
Vampires.
But we hope you enjoyed, like, I mean, I know we talked about a lot of like the typical things that happen in the movie, but maybe you haven't seen all the goofy parts. So go back and watch them. Go back and see if you can spot the hard-boiled eggs. Go back and see if you can spot
The
Bella
ketchup
doing the
version.
ketchup.
It's great. God, it's just a perfect movie. It's a grand old time. We keep telling people to watch it. If you haven't seen it, you're missing out.
Yeah.
And that's Twilight, folks.
That is Twilight.
That's Twilight. We love it. It's near and dear to our hearts.
Thanks, Stephenie Myers, for putting that out into the world. And Summit,
Yeah.
reach out to us. We've got ideas.
I'll give you your cast. We'll call them up.
Call 'em up.
Ring. They're
We'll
on
say-
the line.
We'll say, if we're not doing original IP content, fine. But we're going to do it like this.
Done.
Done.
I'd watch the shit out of a Twilight miniseries. My God. Give us everybody's backstory. Which they are in the books, and they're really fascinating. Some of the backstories,
But they're not long enough.
They're
even
not
in
long
the
enough.
books.
I want like Orange is the New Black style,
And
where
I
it's
know,
like
yes.
you're watching a through line, but every episode focuses on a character, and you get their backstory while you're also watching what they're doing in that episode.
Yes, and I know
like,
Stephenie
that's what we
Meyer.
need.
I know she has like a
Oh.
bunch of history for all
She
of
can
them.
break out her the bussy on that one. I
I
almost
forgot.
forgot.
We were watching this
You would've
movie
been
with
so sad.
subtitles because we're old.
Because we're women of literature and we like to read.
Claire de Lune is a wonderful song, but because we are brain rotted, Debussy is the composer slash like artist of Claire
He
de
put his
Lune.
whole Debussy into it.
But we read it as Debussy, and you should read it as Debussy too, because he Debussy ate that down.
he did.
Claire de Lune, great. And that song, by the way, is playing while they're doing the Spider Monkey, Hold On Spider Monkey, and they're jumping through the trees or whatever, when she's on his back. But he's showing her how fast a vampire is. Which
Do
always,
you trust me?
okay,
In
I know
theory.
this is really gross, but every time I watch Breaking
Dawn.
Dawn Part 1, I always think about, like, if he's that fast,
Don't do it. I'm cutting you off. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This has been How You Holding Up. If you have any thoughts on Twilight, or if you have any suggestions on
I
what
got
you want us to
thoughts.
watch, we kind of got the slate locked and loaded for the rest of this month and next. So we'll happily compile a bunch of ideas for the start of December or like next year of anything you want us to review. So email us or DM us on Instagram. And speaking of Instagram, follow us if you don't. Both the email are both How You Holding Up, but the email is howyoholdingup@gmail.com. No G on the holding, and yeah, not you.
that was
I think
great.
That's all.
You did a
That
really good
might
job.
be one of my best outros I've done.
Yeah.
Look at me. Growth. It's
Except
possible.
your nipple's been out like the whole episode.
What? That would be crazy. Bye,